The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosinzia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios and sponsored by international award-winning author Mia Mosinzia of Missing. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 40 podcast platforms, as well as HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. We can be heard in over 100 countries, featuring over 1,000 well-known and amazing guests throughout the globe. And named one of the top 100 global podcasts in the New York Weekly Times, Hollywood Entertainment News, Los Angeles Weekly Times, Apple, and Chartable. So sit back and relax and enjoy another great episode of the award-winning Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give an official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosinzia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosinzia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosinzia has garnered great reviews, and Eve 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joy Cassie, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Mosinzia. Available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms heard in over 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, and we're also on HamiltonRadio.net. Oldies FM, Diamonds Radio, and a few other networks coming soon. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. For great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast with t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, throw pillows, and more. Also, check out the Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles, cool merchandise, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosinzia. Check it out today. I'll support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, themikewagnershow.com. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com at the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific gentleman who's a singer-songwriter from New Jersey, influenced by the many singer-songwriters of the 70s and pop music, and also the hard rock of the 80s, the alternative sound of the 90s, and current Americana. He's opened up for numerous regional acts, including Rhett Miller, Bullet Boys, Vinnie Moore, Billy Hector, and more. He's also got some releases out, including Hand Me Down, Soul, along with Fade, and plus we got some interesting music as well. He's got some brand new music in 2022. He's a popular staple in the New Jersey scene, and live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios along the Jersey Shore, the very multi-talented singer-songwriter from New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Rick Barth. Rick, morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? I appreciate you having me on.
What's great to have you on board, Rick. You're a singer-songwriter from New Jersey, influenced by singer-songwriters of the 70s, the pop music, hard rock of the 80s, alternative sound of the 90s, and current Americana. You've opened up for numerous regional acts, including Rhett Miller, Bullet Boys, Vinnie Moore, Billy Hector, and more. You have 2 albums on Spotify and other platforms, Hand Me Down, Soul, and Fade. You also have some singles, We Had Fun, Didn't We Change, Invincible, plus the title tracks. And you've got some new music in 22. We'll talk about that. But first of all, Rick, tell us how you first got started.
Well, I mean, I think like most people my age, it all stems from what you listen to, and I grew up with the band Kiss, which I'm sure you've heard of.
Who hasn't?
And just being a kid of 8, 9, 10, whatever I was just totally into the band, and that's what I said. I want to do that. I didn't know what it was that they were doing, but I said that's what I want to do. So that's really where it started from. That was the whole beginning.
Mm-hmm. And you sure you didn't get off the lunch boxes or anything like that? Or
Oh, I'm sure I had lunch boxes and cards and figures and comic books, you name it. I probably spent money on it. Or I should say my parents spent money on it.
Well, I think they were probably part of it too. And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing for the rest of your career?
Again, going back to Kiss, it was the guitar solo on Shock Me Live. On Kiss Alive 2 was the one thing that made me decide to play guitar. But it was really listening to an artist named Butch Walker that really said, "Hey, I want to try writing my own songs." So it was the culmination of those two, and they were about 20 years apart. Those two instances.
Huh, that's rather interesting. And besides Kiss, who are some of your other favorite artists, singers, songwriters, and musicians growing up?
Well, in the 80s, there was a whole slew of hard rock bands like Tesla and Guns N' Roses and Dokken. But also, the singer-songwriters, Elton John, Billy Joel, Hall & Oates. I mean, I grew up kind of with a hodgepodge or a wide mix of all those different things. And I like to think that all of those things hitting me in the brain for all these years kind of seep their way out into the songs that I write, some way or another.
Mm-hmm. And also, you've been influenced by the singers-songwriters of the 70s, pop, hard rock of the 80s, alternative sounds of the 90s, and current Americana. How would you describe your sound combining all that?
I think it probably falls into definitely, and it's such a wide genre, like a singer-songwriter genre. I mean, if I had to put a description on it or a sounds like kind of tag, I would definitely put it in a Tom Petty, Eagles kind of vein if I had to.
Mm-hmm. Of course. And he also opened up for numerous regional acts like Rhett Miller, Bullet Boys, Vincent Moore, and Billy Hector. And tell us about some of those and which one you like the most.
Well, I can add Steve Forbert to that list. I just opened up for him a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah. Well, I remember. What was it? What was it? I can't remember the hit. Was
Romeo's Tune?
That was it. Romeo's Tune. That was one of my favorites. Oh my God.
And the guy was amazing to watch. I mean, at his age, he schooled me on how to do it. That's for certain.
You also had Rhett Miller and Bullet Boys as well. Maybe you can describe those.
So, opening for Rhett Miller, that's another one of my influences for sure. And when I saw he was playing in the area, I had asked the promoters of the local club. I said, I don't care what you got to do. I want to get on this bill. And they obliged. And it was really cool to just see how somebody that I admire as a songwriter, as a performer, to see them up close doing it, and a band like the Bullet Boys, that was when I was 15 I saw them on MTV, that was one of those, wow, if only I could do that. And then you flash forward, a number of years later and I'm opening up a show for them. It's kind of neat in my mind that the playing the original music kind of led me to opportunities and to fulfillment of some things that I had wished of when I was, a teenager.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. And plus you had some music yourself too, like We Had Fun, Didn't We? Change, also Invincible as well too, along with Hand Me Down, Soul, and Fade. We'll talk about those. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, International award-winning author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com and over 40 podcast platforms, heard in over 100 countries, including Hamilton Radio, Diamonds FM, Oldies Radio, and a few other networks coming soon. Take The Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out The Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books, merchandise, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Check it out today. Also support The Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, TheMikeWagnerShow.com. You can also buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com at The Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here a singer-songwriter from New Jersey, a regional staple in the area, influenced by singers-songwriters of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and current Americana, Rick Barth, here on The Mike Wagner Show. And, of course, you've had some popularity along the Jersey Shore. And, of course, you're also on the Jerry Petito Show as well, too. A big shout-out to her, and just amazing to be on the show.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. She's a really cool person, and definitely someone to she's aspirational. She really loves what she's doing.
And definitely, too. And you also had some music as well, too, with Hand Me Down Soul, your debut release, along with Fade, you put out in 2019. You got some new music coming up. And tell me about your release, Hand Me Down Soul, along with some of the other tunes you had. We Had Fun, Didn't We Change, Invincible, and more.
So the Hand Me Down Soul and the songs on that album, that was one of those things where somebody put the idea in my head, like, hey, you should record your songs. And it was like, why would I want to do that? It just seems such a thing that people like me don't get to do. But I pursued it and chased it down, and it was a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. It was definitely harder than I thought. I figured you put a microphone in front of you and you just start recording, but it turns out that's not how you do it. So I gotten some friends together, and we, I showed them the songs, and we worked them up together, and we were in the studio for about 3 months in total, and put it out. And it's something that I'm really proud of, because, it's something I always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. And we'll be playing the title track later on as well, too, on the Mike Wagner Show. You also had We Had Fun, Didn't We Change, Invincible. And tell us more about those songs and what inspired to write them.
Well, a lot of the songs on Hand Me Down Soul were I don't write happy songs, it seems. Not that I'm not a happy person. It's just that I can't write a happy song. So for Fade, I wanted to try to write some more up-tempo happy songs. So that's where We Had Fun, Didn't We came into play. Actually, the title was from I was watching Colin Hay in New York, and he had just he was talking to the audience, and he'd mentioned about being in a Men at Work, and the sad parts of it when it was ending. He said, but we had fun, didn't we? And I said, oh my goodness, that's a fantastic song title. So I'm writing it down on my phone furiously, in the darkened theater while I'm listening to Colin Hay. And I came home that night and wrote it. And really what it's about is just, here's all these things that life throws at you, and it wasn't what you expected, but in the end we had fun, So that's kind of what I wanted to write more uplifting, more, I don't want to say negative versus positive, but, again, all my songs were sad. So I said, let me try to write some up-tempo happy songs.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, you also had Didn't We Change, Invincible as well, too. You can tell us about those two.
So with Change, again, being the happy versus not so happy song, Change is really, it's a country-sounding song, very, very country-sounding song. And it's just basically saying how, you're never going to change. You are going to always be the person that drives me bananas in the worst way. So that's what that song's about. It's pretty cut and dried. First listen, you're not going to go, I wonder what he's talking about. It's pretty obvious from the start. Mm-hmm. As far as Invincible, it was written with a friend of mine, a guy named, I can't remember his last name at this time. His first name was Darren. And it was early on in my songwriting path and my decisions to write songs. So I really didn't have a lot of lyrics written up or anything like that. So I had to ask, hey, does anybody have any lyrics? And he sent them over to me, and they're very story-esque, like in a Springsteen kind of way. And I don't really write lyrics that way. So it was kind of fun to see, okay, can I take lyrics that are a little different than what I'm used to and come up with a song? So that's what Invincible is. It's definitely a boy meets girl, they decide to leave town kind of song. Definitely a Springsteen-esque if I could say so.
I think that's pretty much it. You pretty much just said in a nutshell right there, and also Fade as well, too. You can just tell us about that album, the title track, and a little bit about the music.
Sure. Fade is the second album, the sophomore effort, if you will, in industry jargon. And I feel the songs are a little bit more mature, a little bit more well-rounded. There's certainly more instrumentation on there, and Fade in particular, again, is a sad song, and it's how, a family, or rather a couple that's been together for a long time, you start to drift apart. That happens to some couples over time. And the title is really how, people just kind of fade from each other's lives. And the point of this, the point of view of the singer, or the storyteller in this case, is, I hope that you don't fade, and I hope that I don't fade from you. And what I really like about the song is, my friend Wayne Wilson played pedal steel on it. And to hear this pedal steel being recorded was like a dream come true for me. Cause, it just takes the song from where it is and just elevates it to the next level. I mean, I hear it even now when I play the song live and it's just me. I hear the pedal steel in my head because it's that good.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good as well, too. And plus, you also had Damage and Once Around, Remember When, Stranger Things, and maybe some of the songs that really stand out to you. And, of course, some of the older ones with Please Don't Go Any More to Me and all that. I mean, you got a great list of songs, maybe just a few more that really stand out for you.
I would say on the last album, Fade is definitely one, and Damage is another one. That one was just an acoustic guitar, and my friend Dawn Patrick played violin on it. And I think, and it's funny because I just mentioned this to my wife just the other day. I said, I think that may be the best song I've yet written, because it's just a guitar, a violin, and hopefully emotion. And it was really fun to do. And when somebody asks me to play them songs, I would play that one, Fade, and Hand Me Down Soul. Those would be the three I think that are most representative of what I do.
Okay. And we'll also be playing Hand Me Down Soul in just 1 second here by Rick Barth. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international war-ring author Mia Mosazia Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. We'll be back with singer-songwriter from New Jersey, Rick Barth, after this time out.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshazia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to The Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with singer-songwriter and multi-talented from New Jersey, Rick Barth, here on The Mike Wagner Show. Right now, here's the title track from Hand Me Down Soul. Here's the title track from Rick Barth with Hand Me Down Soul on The Mike Wagner Show.
When the sun comes up, I get to thinking. Been up all night, just tired and drinking. The answers to my questions just out of reach. Sure, they're living. I've done the best with what I've been given. I look into the mirror, it looks back at me. It's easier than looking for things I can't see. Sometimes you gotta let it go. So when I feel tied down, I'll take a look around. I'll keep on wearing my hand-me-down soul. Hand-me-down soul. Hand-me-down soul. Hand-me-down soul.
Great song by Rick Barth. That was Hand Me Down Soul here on the Mike Wagner Show. Once again, tell us more about that song and what inspired you to write it.
Well, that, the little riff that's in the chorus there was kind of influenced by my main influence, Butch Walker. He has a song called "Closer to the Heart" that has a very similar type of feeling to it. And I said, I want to see if I can do something like that. So I put some chords together. And the lyrics are about getting older, but being okay with it. It's kind of the position that I and most of the people I know find ourselves in, right? We're not, in our 20s anymore. So it's a song about just being older and being fine with it. And the funny thing about that is the first two verses in the chorus were written in about 10 minutes. The last verse took me about 6 months.
That long? Are you kidding? Must be a world record. Okay.
I just couldn't find what worked for me. And then one day I was sitting there and it hit me, like a stone in the head. I was like, there it is. and I've been playing it ever since.
That seems to happen to the best of us. We'll be playing Fade later on as well, too. You also have some new music coming up in 2022, and give us a sneak peek about that.
Sure. So the plan this year is to release 3 EPs. One is a live set from the Stanhope House up here in Stanhope, New Jersey. A great place to play. So that'll be a mix of original songs, new songs that haven't been released, plus a few from Fade and from Hand Me Down Soul. The second EP is going to be just me playing acoustic guitar. It's called Little Things. And it's going to be about 6 or 7 songs, again, unreleased things that I haven't had a chance to put out yet. And the third EP is going to be with the band that I have called The Line. And that's going to be about 5 or 6 more of rock-type songs, definitely pulling from the 90s influence that I have. I don't want to say grunge, but definitely more rock, away from the acoustic guitars and things like that. So I really am pushing to have all those out by the end of this summer.
Okay. All right. And we're certainly looking forward to it. And where can we find all your music at, Rick?
So obviously I'm on all the usuals, the Spotifys, the iTunes, the Amazons, all those places. But you can certainly go to rickbarthnj.com and you'll find the links there, to go ahead and stream it like as the norm. And you can also download it and things like that.
We're certainly looking forward to it. Once again, we're a singer-songwriter from New Jersey, Rick Barth, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And just a few more things, Rick. What else can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond?
Well, continuing to do live shows around the New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania area. I do a lot of, in addition to original shows, I do a lot of cover shows where I play, the gamut from 50s rock and pop songs right on through today. But the original music is where I love to spend my time. So they can certainly go to rickbarthnj.com, see who I'll be playing. Continually writing, above and beyond the 3 EPs that I'm coming out with. I've already got plans for the next couple of albums, working on the songs there for that and getting those all worked up. So it's just the keeping the train rolling, I guess, is the best way to answer it.
And certainly the best as well, too, Rick, and you're amazing. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career? Oh,
boy, I'd have to say right now it's a guy named Butch Walker. just the way he's able to do what he likes to do and really doesn't care for what the outside influence is. Like, he just does what he likes to play, and that's something I take to heart when it comes to writing.
I think a lot of us can relate to that too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Follow your own muse. Do what you think is best for you.
I like that. I think I'll apply it today. Once again, we're singer-songwriter from New Jersey, Rick Barth, here on the Mike Wagner Show with Hand Me Down, Soul, Fade, and more. Rick, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love to have you back. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact, or can people purchase or check out your music?
So first, let me say thanks, Mike, for having me on. It was a blast. I enjoyed myself. As far as checking out my projects, past and present and future, they can certainly go to rickbarthnj.com, rickbarthnj.com. That'll have links to music, shows, schedules, social media. All the particulars are found there.
We'll certainly check those out. Once again, Rick, a very, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Love to have you back. We wish you all the best. You've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Never had it easy.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show. Brought to you by international award-winning author Mia Mohsen-Zia of Missing, and powered by Sonic Web Studios. Be sure to join us again on over 40 podcast platforms, and of course on the MikeWagnerShow.com, HamiltonRadio.net, and Diamonds FM. Don't forget to support our program with a generous donation at the MikeWagnerShow.com. Thanks for listening.